7 dangerous mistakes white people make during conversations about racism. Welcome to my new series where we're talking about some of the most common and most harmful and dangerous mistakes that many white people make during conversations about racism. Now, a lot of these mistakes happen because you have not ever in your entire life invested in anti-racism education. So that is where you have to start because you don't know what you don't know. So go to that link in my profile. Sign up today. Start with the 5-day challenge. Get the digital handbook. Get yourself educated and stop causing harm and avoid these common dangerous mistakes that many white people are making every single day. Now let's get into mistake number 1. You believe that Black and brown immigrants and Black Americans are the root cause of all of the problems that you're dealing with every single day. It's us. It's because of us. It's because there are so many Black and brown immigrants coming into the United States of America that you don't have more affordable health care, or that the minimum wage hasn't gone up in your state, or that you're not making more money, or that you don't have access to more resources, or your rent keeps going up. It's the Black and brown immigrants. It's those Black Americans. It's DEI. It's CRT. It's because everybody's woke. That's the problem. That's the lie you keep telling yourself. And it's a dangerous lie, and it's a dangerous belief system. Every time you're talking about Black people, it's always some sort of negative connotation. And you have to mention that the person that you're talking about is Black. So let's say you're talking about a crime that happened in your community, or a crime that you saw reported on the news. You have to talk about the fact that it was a Black person that committed that crime. And most of the time when you talk about Black people, it's related to crime. It's related to something negative because you have bought into all of the racist negative stereotypes about Black people. You have believed and been attracted to the racist dog whistles that politicians are using every day about us. And that's dangerous. It's harmful. And it's not true. We are not the root cause of all of the problems that you're dealing with in your life or the social issues that are happening in our country. Do we have the power to control how much you make at your job? Do we have the power to control how much groceries cost? How high inflation is? We don't control that. But here's how white supremacy culture works. It makes Black people and also Black and brown immigrants the villain in every story. You know why? So that you're not paying attention to who is the root cause. Who's the root cause of all of these issues? Who has the most power? Well, in the United States of America, it's the billionaires. And who are most of the billionaires in America? They're white men. They want to maintain this false racial hierarchy and a false class hierarchy that keeps them at the top, making the most money, building the most wealth, while exploiting the labor of Black people, exploiting the labor of Black and brown immigrants, exploiting the labor of working class people like yourself, or middle class people like yourself. Once again, it makes us the problem and it makes us the villain so that you're not looking at who's really causing the issues. These billionaire corporations who pay the politicians to do what they want, to create the policies that give them advantages over everybody else, that allow them to keep exploiting people and making their profits and not paying their workers fairly, and using hedge funds to buy up residential homes so that they can sell them at ridiculous prices. Who allows corporations to price gouge? That's why your food is so expensive. It's the corporations that are price gouging, right? And they've paid the elected officials that are supposed to be serving us and looking out for our best interests to look out for their best interests so that they don't have to pay taxes, so that they can keep their profits as high as possible, pay their workers as little as possible. It's not us. You are focusing on the wrong thing. You're not focusing on the root cause, which is white supremacy culture. Some people refer to it as white supremacist, capitalist patriarchy because it's white men at the top, the white men who are billionaires, who are wealthy, who want to have all the power and all the control and dominate everybody. And a racial hierarchy is necessary for that because while they're doing that, you're focusing on us. And you're not standing in solidarity with us because you think that we're your enemy. You think that we're the villain in your story. Wake up. Invest in your anti-racism education today so that you can learn the truth, learn the facts, unlearn the lies that you've been taught, okay? And stop causing harm. Go to that link in my profile and get started today. Anti-racism is not a diet. It's a lifestyle.